Hey students, Armando here and welcome to topic 4. Now over the course of topic 4, I want you to watch this entire video for a couple of main reasons. Number one is you should always get as much information as possible going into a new topic week, especially when I provide tools for success. And then secondly, and let me grab my marker over here, you are going to have a midterm exam and a short answer exam as well. And I'm going to cover those. I'm going to give you some tools for success there. And then you do have one written assignment inside of topic 4. I am going to be providing you some massive value with a sample paper video as well on that. So watch this entire video. I'm going to walk you through the objectives and I'm going to walk you through what you need to know to be successful in topic 4. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so in topic 4, we are now going to start looking at the servant leader, and we're going to find out exactly, and we're going to explain how servant leaders meet the needs of those individuals served and what the benefits are. We're going to dive deeply into that, and that's also part of this assignment that you have due. And then secondly, we are going to identify servant leadership skills that are used to influence others. So if you're loving everything about servant leadership and you want to obtain a leadership position, like this is where I would really focus on because leaders need followers. And so we're going to help you look at that a little bit deeper as we look at topic 4, which is specifically on the servant leader. Now, again, I'm not going to run through these, but again, you do know that you have your 4 mandatory DQs that are due on the calendar. And again, as a reminder, over here on the right-hand side, these are all the resources that you should be tapping into as I scroll that are going to help you for both topic 4 and then, of course, for anything else that you want to use these resources for inside of the course. Now, I'm going to be getting back to this survey reflection in just a minute, but I want to spend a few moments on the exam information. So one thing I want you to keep in mind is that these things are timed, meaning once you sit down and you start the exam, you cannot log off. So make sure that you are sitting, number 1, in a quiet place. Number 2 is that you are ready to do your best, whatever your best is on the exam, and that you have a good, strong Wi-Fi or internet connection. So in this first part, these are all 40 questions, okay, multiple choice, and it lasts 50 minutes. And again, you only have one attempt at this exam. If you have to log off, if you have to go, I cannot reopen the assignment for you. And again, keep in mind that this is not due until October 30th by midnight. So make sure that you are prepping for that as best that you can. Now, talking about prepping, over here on the left-hand side where you see your class resources, you should have a folder that looks similar to this, okay? You are going to have a study guide for this information. So if you look right here, okay, you have a study guide and then you have a link right here. You want to go ahead and click on that link. That's going to open up a second form and that's going to give you the overview of the topic areas in which this exam will come from. So again, you want to go over to class resources, you want to scroll toward the bottom and you want to find that information right there. So as we go back into topic 4 and we look at your exam information, so this is the first part, okay? These are 80 points, okay? And again, 40 questions and 50 minutes. Now for the short answer exam, this only carries a 20-point value. So what's going to happen here is that you are going to be given 2 questions to answer. That's it. 2 questions, okay, right here. You have 25 minutes to complete both of these questions, and these are short answer, meaning you're going to have to type a response. The first thing I want you to keep in mind is this, that there needs to be a minimum of 4 sentences in length. If you submit less than 4 sentences, you are going to lose a lot of credit. This is something that if you just spend a little bit of time on, you should maximize these points, especially maybe if you don't do well up here in the multiple choice exam. Also, you want to go ahead and use and I'm just going to type in here REF. You want to go ahead and connect to references when you write your short answers. Those students that connect to research and provide references, even on these short answers, will receive a higher point value than a student who just jots down 3 to 4 sentences and makes no connection. So again, I'm kind of giving you a heads up that if you provide, I'll use the R, research and references, even on this short answer, you are going to receive a higher point value, and your goal should be to maximize those 20 points. Okay? I'm going to get up to the survey reflection in just a minute. And again, as a reminder, if you want to maximize your participation points, okay, we still have a few students who are not providing open-ended questions. Again, you need a total of 12 of those, right? 6 in week 1 and 6 in week 2 of the 2-week topic 4, equaling 12 open-ended peer replies to your peers in order to maximize your credit. Okay, the participation has nothing to do with your DQs. That's a separate grade. So if you want to maximize these 20 points, then you want to have at least 12 open-ended peer replies spread out 6 in one week and 6 in another week. And again, you need to be posting in the course at least 3 days of the week in week 1 and week 2 of topic 4. Okay. And again, for those of you that have been doing that, thank you very much for your participation. So now let's finish this video with the survey reflection. So a couple key things I want you to know. It's worth 50 points. You have a rubric right here. Click on the link and take a look at the rubric. Now this is 500 words or more. Okay. You only lose points if you don't hit the minimum word count. Now, if you're a student who needs more than 750 words to complete the reflection, that's okay. I don't deduct points for going over the word count. Okay. I only deduct points if you are under the minimum word count. Okay. So again, you want to go ahead and reflect back to in topic 2. We completed that survey with the Rokeach value survey, and you listed your top 3 instrumental and top 3 terminal values. That's where this paper is connected to. So once you go back and find your PDF, then you can answer these questions right here that have everything to do with the choices that you made and then some additional research. Now, I want you to keep in mind this right here. Okay. All content sections of your assignment should have supporting citations to strengthen your claims. So that means for every paragraph, you want to go ahead and have an in-text citation somewhere in there. And then this citation should also be listed on your reference page. Okay. Some students forget to do this and then they score very, very low. All content sections. So as a rule of thumb, for every paragraph you write, in my opinion, you should have at least 2 or more in-text citations, but you need to have at least 1 giving credit to the research. APA is required. We already talked about the rubric, right? Located up here. Review that before you start your assignment. And then Lopes right is required. Again, on a paper like this, you should be at 0 to maybe 1% max on your similarity index, because your work should be original and you're not cutting and pasting and you're not quoting from a journal or an article. You are summarizing, right? You are summarizing the content in your own words. And then at the end, you're giving credit to where that information came from in an in-text citation, which again will also be listed on the reference page. Don't forget that your quoted text can only be 10% or less. But again, I've already told some students in this course and through some of my other messaging, really quotes, in my opinion, should be used when somebody physically says something. If you are reading something from a journal and you like this information, you want to take this information, you want to paraphrase it in your own words, and then you want to give credit to it through an in-text citation. And that way you don't physically need quotes, right? When you cut and paste, that is where students get in trouble and they raise up those index scores and where papers get flagged for plagiarism. Okay. And I am not the artist. So that being said, towards the end of this video, which is happening now, or in just a few seconds, you're going to see a video pop up on your screen, which is going to be the sample paper video for this right here. And I will also post that as an individual video through the announcements. Okay. So if you see that video now popping up on your screen, go ahead and click on that video, watch the sample paper video, look at the format, and then you'll have greater opportunities for success. Okay. As always, if you get some value on these videos, definitely want to hit the like button so that other GCU students who may not be in my course can find these videos and maybe it can help them out inside of their own servant leadership course. Thanks for watching and have a great day.